Have you been noticing things getting more and more expensive as you've been going to the grocery store, or you've been buying gas, or you've been buying your favorite Starbucks drink? Whatever it is, have you been noticing that prices are going up and up? It's just something that we can't get away from anymore. The prices of things have gone up, and now we're spending more money to buy the same things that we were buying before. In this video today, we're going to be talking about how you can protect your money from losing its purchasing power. Specifically, if you have an emergency fund, or if you have some money in a savings account, or even a checking account that is not earning any sort of interest or any sort of return on that money. What we're going to talk about today is several options that you'll have to be able to then take that money, invest it somewhere that will be able to give you a better return on that money. Unfortunately, right now, the interest rate on a savings account is an average of 0.01% in the big banks. We're talking banks like Bank of America, Chase, and Wells Fargo. These banks are the ones that are actually going to be paying you 0.01% APY, which means that that's over a period of a year that they're paying you that 0.01%. So if you had $1,000 invested in any one of those three top banks, you will receive a total of 10 cents for the full year for having your $1,000 in that savings account. Now, I don't know about you, but 10 cents isn't really going to get you very far in today's economy. So one potential option that I've used for quite some time is called Ally. Ally is a bank that has a checking and a savings account. It's a completely online bank, and it allows you to earn a 0.05% APY. This is just the beginning of the options available, and I just throw it out there because it's a bank that I've really loved using for a very long time. However, there are better options when it comes to being able to get a better return on your savings. So let me suggest another option. Another option is called a Series 1 bond with the US government. And what that is it's a bond that you're able to purchase from the government that is currently yielding 7.12% APY, which means over the course of a year, if you had $1,000 invested, you take that 7.12%, you multiply that times your 1,000, and you're going to get $1,071.20. That's a lot better of a return. And also, when you're investing in a bond like this, it's something that you're able to count on receiving that money back because this is coming from the US government. The downside of using this Series 1 bond is that it has to be a long-term play. If you're putting money into this that you would need to be able to receive or have access to in the short run, then you're going to want to consider a different option, as investing in this is more of a year to 5-year plan at the very least, in order to not receive any sort of penalties for withdrawing that money. And next up, we have Gemini. Now with Gemini, you're actually able to receive the 8.05% APY on your balance in there. What this means, if you put $1,000 into GUSD, which is the Gemini crypto that follows the United States dollar, then you will have received after a year $1,080.50. Now that's a pretty good return on your investment, and this is something that is able to help you keep up with inflation while having that money inside of an account that you're able to pull that money from if you were to ever need to. Now you may be asking, how is Gemini actually able to give an 8.05% return? What they're able to do is they lend the money that you put in this account to a third party. This third party gives out loans, and those loans are at a higher percentage than what, of course, you're receiving from them. The same thing is what banks do. When you put your money in a bank account, let's say right now you have your money in Bank of America, you have $1,000 in Bank of America. Well, that money isn't actually with Bank of America anymore. You've given it to them, yes, and you're able to go withdraw that money if you needed to. However, they've actually taken that money and they've lent it out to people. They've given people loans for a house. They've given people loans for a car. And this is how banks are able to make money. And this is how you're able to make that really high interest rate on your cryptocurrencies. Specifically, the one I'm referring to is the GUSD on Gemini. Also, with the Gemini account, it is actually something that is FDIC insured, which means that up to the $250,000 limit, you would have your money insured by Gemini. Now, this is something that you're going to want to look into the specifics for yourself and see if it's a good option for you. However, if you're wanting an account that gives you a good return on your investment, then Gemini could be that option. If this is something of interest to you, you can find a link down below in the description for Gemini. It's something that I've started using and I've found them to be a very reputable company the more that I've researched them. Go check them out. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it, and I'll look forward to seeing you next week.